Breaking news today. Mortgage rates are climbing, airline tickets are getting more expensive, and grocery bills are on the rise. Families planning to buy a home or book a summer vacation could be facing higher costs than ever before. From rising interest rates to surging fuel prices, we're breaking down what this means for your wallet and your plans. Stay with us as we uncover how global events are hitting the economy and what you can do to protect yourself. Let's start with the housing market. The average 30-year fixed mortgage rate has jumped to 6.11% this past week. Just 2 weeks ago, rates briefly dipped below 6%, a level we hadn't seen since 2022. What's driving this spike? Experts point to ongoing geopolitical tensions and fears of future inflation. Normally, in times of uncertainty, investors flock to safe assets like government bonds, which often brings mortgage rates down. But this time, inflation expectations are stronger than the safe haven effect. Lenders are charging more to protect the value of money over time. Simply put, borrowing money for a home is now more expensive, and that means higher monthly payments for buyers. Even though rates are up, it's worth noting that they're still lower than 6.7% from the same period last year. For some buyers, this could still be a good time to enter the market, especially as housing inventory begins to increase and some home prices start to stabilize. Economists warn that the expected strong spring buying season may not be as hot as hoped, but for those on the sidelines, there may still be opportunities to secure a home before rates climb even higher. The rising mortgage rates are just one part of a larger economic picture. There's growing concern about stagflation, a scenario where inflation remains high while economic growth slows and unemployment rises. The main culprit? Rising oil prices. Energy costs affect nearly everything: shipping, production, and transportation. A sudden jump in oil prices can ripple through the economy, pushing up the cost of goods, services, and even your morning grocery trip. Federal Reserve policymakers are closely monitoring these risks. GDP growth for late 2025 was recently revised downward, while inflation remains slightly above expectations. All of this makes cutting interest rates difficult in the near term. Now, let's talk about travel. Jet fuel prices have skyrocketed from roughly $2.50 per gallon to nearly $4 per gallon, a jump of almost 60% since the conflict in the Middle East began. Fuel is one of the biggest costs for airlines, and ticket prices are starting to reflect that increase. Whether you're booking transatlantic flights, domestic cross-country trips, or a quick getaway to the Caribbean, fares are going up. For summer travel, experts recommend booking flights as soon as possible. Even domestic tickets can rise dramatically if delayed. But here's a smart tip. Avoid the cheapest basic economy fares with strict restrictions. Regular tickets often allow you to make changes later if prices drop, giving you more flexibility. Rising energy costs don't just affect travel, they're hitting grocery stores too. Diesel and transportation costs are up, fertilizer supply is constrained, and farmers are facing higher production expenses. This means the cost of food could increase even further. Families already feeling the pressure of inflation may notice higher prices at the checkout counter in the coming months. Experts say this isn't just about convenience, it's a systemic issue. When energy costs rise, everything from shipping to production is affected. Consumers should be prepared for continued volatility in both grocery bills and daily expenses. So, what can you do to stay ahead? Here are some practical tips. Homebuyers, consider acting sooner rather than later, especially if you find a property that meets your needs. Even with slightly higher mortgage rates, affordability is still better than last year. Travelers, lock in flights for summer early, but choose flexible tickets that allow changes if prices drop, avoiding the cheapest basic economy fares. Shoppers, plan grocery trips carefully, compare prices, and consider bulk buying where practical. Keep an eye on energy-related expenses, as they often translate to food costs. While global tensions, inflation, and rising energy costs are challenging, it's important to stay informed. mortgage rates may continue to fluctuate, airfare prices could rise, and grocery bills might increase. But understanding the trends helps you make smarter decisions. Keep monitoring economic news, act strategically on major purchases, and always plan ahead. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for the latest updates on the housing market, travel, and inflation news, so you're never caught off guard by sudden price changes.